What's going on, you guys? It's your man James, aka JP, back again with another toy room review, and today we're taking a look at the brand new Little People Collector Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle box set. Now, with the new Ninja Turtles movie right around the corner, there is a lot of Ninja Turtles merchandise, and of course, Fisher-Price had to put out a set of their own. I'm telling you guys, do not sleep on the Little People Collector line. Just everything they do with this line is just dedicated and catered to collectors, and this is no different. I mean, the packaging on here is absolutely beautiful, giving you the whole vibe that you're inside of the sewer with the turtles. I just absolutely love this packaging. So let's go ahead and take a quick detailed look at it. So you can see right on the front here, it says Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and you do have kind of like the sewer layer brick wall right here, and they're kind of busting through, and you can actually see the sewer layer right behind them, which we'll take a closer look at in a second. And then on the side right here, you can see Little People Collector done in that silver foil, which is really nice. Nickelodeon logo, of course, and then you got the Ninja Turtles logo that's embossed into the packaging, which is a really nice detail. Gives it just a little bit of depth. And then coming to the side here, you can see a pizza slice with the Fisher-Price logo, and all of this is embossed as well, which is just a really good touch. And then coming to the bottom right here, you can see Donatello, and he is holding the communicator as well as his staff. And then you just have the copyright stuff, and then on this side, you just get the product shots of all the turtles. Nothing too special right there. And if you come to the top, you can actually see the sewer layer, or like the manhole cover right here that's open, and it does have, let me see if I can bring the light in, you can see Leo's head right here, so it does poke into the bottom right there, which is just a really awesome touch because it looks like you're going underground with the turtles through the manhole, which is really awesome. Then you have the Ninja Turtles logo again, and the Little People Collector logo again. And as we come to the back right here, you get this really cool graphic, and you have Donatello saying, "Hey Shredder, shred your way out of this," and Mikey saying "Cowabunga," and you can see they're all holding their weapons, as well as Mikey holding a pizza slice. You do have a rat right here. I'm assuming that's going to be a nod to Master Splinter, and then you do have the ooze canister right there, and then you have the Channel 6 news right here, the foot symbol. Just really great details all over this box, and just little Easter eggs all throughout, which I really do like. And this is pretty funny. It says "Figures do not speak." That's kind of like a legal thing they have to put there, since this is kind of insinuating that the figures do speak. I don't know why anybody would think that, but just in case you did, it does say "Figures do not speak" right there. Just really great Easter eggs and references all through the packaging, and that's just the packaging. So let's go ahead and open up the figures. We'll take a closer look at the background that comes with this, and then obviously a closer look at the figures. Right, and here is a closer look of the backdrop. I did leave the plastic insert there because I may keep this on display in the packaging. I don't know. What I really like is they make it pretty easy to take it out and also to repackage it if that is something you wanted to do. Just very collector friendly there, but just really great details that I didn't even notice while it was in the box. We'll start on the side right here, and we'll kind of zoom in. So you can see the Mouser right here breaking through the sewer layer door, which is pretty nice. You also have Casey Jones's mask, as well as his hockey stick, a stop sign, a lamp right here. You have this sign, which I can't really make out what it says. And then of course you have this purple couch, the street sign here. You have Mikey's skateboard with also a rug that is done in the shape of a turtle shell. Of course you have the kitchen with the pizza over there. You have a sponge resting on a pillow, which is not a reference that I remember off the top of my head. And then coming to the side here, you can actually see the camera from Channel 6 right there, and then just a simple vase, and whatever this villain is that I can't remember, it's kind of hard to show on camera. Let me angle this up just a little bit. Yeah, I forget what reference this is or where this is from, but you do have that right there. So just really great details all throughout the packaging, man. I really love what they do with this. And you even have on the top half right here, you have the sewer pipes, which I just noticed as well. So just they do not you know, cheap out with any of the details, man. Just so great. But anyways, let's go ahead and get on from the packaging and take a look at the figures. Alright, and here are the figures out of the packaging. We're just going to go left to right the same way that they were in the packaging. So of course we're going to start with none other than Leo, the leader, right? So just really great details on here. What I love right off the bat is that they use the colors from the original 80s figures, so you can see they're all colored differently. So I think that's a really nice touch. But of course you got Leo done in that very bright blue, and just he looks absolutely amazing. Just great paint all the way around, but you can see his expression right here, just kind of that happy, kind of serious expression right there. And then you have the blue headband that wraps all the way around, which looks pretty cool. I don't know why they're tied at the side versus at the back. I don't know, maybe for packaging reasons or what the case is. It does look a little weird being tied at the side like that, but that's just a little nitpick there. You can see the L right there, just how the original toys were and how they were in the original 80s cartoon. So that's a really nice touch. And then you have his little straps here and the belt buckle as well. And coming to the back here, you have his two swords that are not removable, obviously. They are just molded in there. And you have the Little People logo right here, and then just the little circle at the bottom. Would have been nice to see him holding the swords, because all of these guys are holding something, whether it's their weapon or an accessory. And Leo is just open-handed. I just think it would have been nice to have him hold the swords. Maybe it would have looked a little weird, and they wouldn't have been able to make the swords as big as they are while they're in his back. But I think that would have been a nice touch so that he's not empty-handed. But either way, Leo looks really good. So put Leo back, and then go ahead and bring in Donnie right here. So Donnie is not holding his staff, but he is holding the turtle communicator, or the cell phone, and the details on there are very nice. So just nice, this is all one sticker. I don't think it's painted on. It looks like one big sticker, but yeah, still very, very nice. And of course, he is a slightly different shade than Leo right here. It's kind of hard to tell on camera, but they are slightly different shades of green right there. And then coming back to Donnie, again, just great detail. He has a more happy expression, and I love how, because his eyes are kind of a little bit more wide open, you can actually see that detail in his bandana right here, whereas Leo, he's squinting a little more, so his eyebrows essentially are not as raised as Donnie. So just very good little details right there. And then coming, of course, he has his little harness and everything, and the D right there on the belt. And they all have their respective color wristbands and whatnot. And then here is Donnie's staff, or bow staff, if you will. And his shell as well. Was his shell a different color? No. The shells are exactly the same color, as they should be. I just wasn't sure. And then coming to the rest of it, Little People logo on the side, and then empty hole right there on the bottom. And even though these have the holes on the bottom, the figures are not hollow. I don't know if you guys can see. It just kind of stops right there. So everything inside the figure is pretty solid, but it's just that little bottom base right there that is hollowed out. But we'll go ahead and put Donnie back and bring in Mikey, so you can immediately tell how much darker Mikey is compared to the rest of them, as he should be. So that is just a really, really nice touch. But looking at Mikey here, of course, he's going to be the one holding that pizza, and the pizza has pretty decent detailing on it. I like how you can see the cheese just kind of melting off into his hands. I think that's a really, really nice touch. And of course, you do have the pepperonis right over there. And then Mikey with his orange bandana kind of has one raised and one squinted eye, so you can see that right there in the bandana design, which is a nice touch. And then orange all around, and then he does have his nunchucks. So this is what I was saying. For some reason, when they hold their weapons are a little bit smaller than normal. So I think if they would have gave Leo his swords in his hand, they would have had to make it somewhere around this scale. So maybe that's why they didn't do it, and they opted to put it in his back to kind of get that full-size sword. So you can see Mikey's little miniature nunchucks right there, and then of course the M on the belt. And then coming to the back, nothing too interesting. I don't see, like, molded in the belt, the slots where he would slide the nunchucks in. So not a big deal, but just what I'm noticing here. And then the Little People logo right there. And again, that hole on the bottom. So we'll put Mikey back and bring in, last but not least, Raphael. And of course, he is, again, a different shade. He's not as dark as Mikey, but he is darker than Leo and Donnie right there. But Mikey is definitely the darkest. And this is what I was talking about. You can see he's got his little cute little size right here, just how small they actually are. So that's kind of the downside of having them hold their weapons in their hand, is you're kind of stuck with them being so small. But anyways, of course, Raph has an angry face, right? So you can see that expression right there with the red bandana, which looks pretty nice. You have the R right here on the belt loop, or belt buckle, and then his armbands right here, shell, and then Little People logo right there. And again, I'm not seeing like the little holsters where he would put the size right there. I guess maybe, no, that's just mist paint. So yeah, no little like obvious place where he would put it. Not that he needs it, but I'm just pointing everything out that I'm noticing here. And then Little People logo right there. So really, really awesome looking figures, man. Just a fun little set. If you're a Fisher-Price fan, if you're a Ninja Turtles fan, you definitely need to pick these guys up. Alright, you guys, so there is my review of the Fisher-Price Little People Collector Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle set. Man, this is just such a great set. Like I said in the beginning of the video, do not sleep on the Little People Collector line. Even though these look like these are for kids, these are, I mean, technically they are. The collector line is geared towards adults, and I am a sucker for these. I'm a really, really big fan of these. I love the Avatar set that I took a look at. Obviously, I love this Turtle set that I'm taking a look at now. I also have the ET set that's coming in the mail that I found on sale for Prime Day for only like $8. So these are just really great display pieces. The figures, yes, they're basic, they're simple, they're little kids' figures essentially, but the amount of detail that goes into them with all the little references and Easter eggs just on the packaging alone is definitely worth picking it up if you're a collector, in my opinion. But that's going to do it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Share this video with your friends. Be sure to follow me on Instagram. That link's in the description down below. And I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here. As always, guys, stay tuned for more, and I'll see you guys next time.